Hi guys, it is Aoife from Fred We See Dead Laughing. I want to do a really quick video just to tell you 5 books I want to try and read by the end of 2017. So I have some books here, books that have been on my TBR for a while, and they're just ones I've wanted to read for a really long time and I've just have not gotten to them, and I'm really hoping that by the end of this year I will have read them. So I'll just show you all the books now, and yeah, so the first book is one that has appeared on quite a few TBRs of mine, and I've talked about my weird fear about this before because so many people like this, and for some reason I'm really afraid I won't like it, and for some reason I just have never been able to pick it up and actually read it, and that is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. Now, I recently read Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell and I absolutely adored it, so it's lessened my fear a little bit about picking this one up, but I do have Carry On by Rainbow Rowell as well, so I'm really hoping I'll be able to read this soon because I do really want to read Carry On, and I don't want to read that without reading this one, even though I know they're just very like they're not related that much, and you can read them separately. I want to read this one first, so I'm really hoping at some point I will pick this up, hopefully by the end of November, and if not then December is the month. Yeah. So the next book I have here is The First 15 Lives of Harry August by Claire North, and this one, oh my god, I've had this one on my bookshelf for 2 years. It's 2 years now, and Kirsty over at Kirsty's Reviews very kindly gave this to me for my birthday a couple of years ago, and I was so excited, and just for some reason I have not picked it up and I'm so annoyed at myself. And for some reason this feels like a winter read to me, I don't know why, but I've always kind of been telling myself I want to wait for like the Christmassy months to read it, and it mostly feels like a November book, so I'm really hoping I'll be able to read this at some point very soon, because I think I really will love this. I've only heard really good things about this, and yeah, so we will see. The next book I have also feels like a winter book for some reason, and that is The Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. Maybe it's because I know this is kind of a little bit dark fantasy. I don't really know. I don't know too much about this, and I've always kind of avoided learning too much about this for some reason because I've always wanted to go into it a little bit blind. But I did see Laini Taylor at a book panel last year, and I really liked her. I do have Strange the Dreamer, but I just feel like I should really read her, you know, her most famous trilogy before I start reading Strange the Dreamer. So I do want to read this. Do I have this signed? Yeah, I even have this signed and everything, so there you go. I really should read it. So yeah, and I do think this is one I probably will like. It has a very unusual setting. I think it's set in Prague. Yeah, it's set in Prague, which is like just, you know, you don't have a lot of books set in Prague, so I would really like to read this even for the setting. And I really hope to get this as well. Next book I got for Christmas I think 2 years ago, and it was The Taming of the Queen by Philippa Gregory. I adore Philippa Gregory. I've gotten loads of her books before, and this is the latest book I have from her, but she has a couple of others I think that has come out since this one, but I haven't gotten them because obviously I want to read this one first, and this one is about Henry VIII's very last wife. I think her name Catherine Parr. And this is about her life. As far as I know, I think she didn't really want to marry Henry, and he kind of forced her to, and she just kind of had to go along with it. But then she was still like young enough when he ended up dying, so she was able to I think she ended up in like a pretty good marriage afterwards. I think that's what I know better, because I used to be really interested in Henry VIII and his wives, particularly Anne Boleyn, so I have done a little bit of research like before when I was younger, and I think that's what I remember about her, but I'm not really sure, but I hope I will learn a lot more about this. I just love the way Philippa Gregory is able to give a voice to these women who tend to be forgotten a lot in history, and I just really love the big personalities she gives them and how strong and courageous and amazing they are, and how they come to life in her books. So yeah, I do really want to read this, and hopefully I will enjoy it. And the last book that I don't have with me is The Crimson Crown by Cinda Williams-Chima. I actually have reserved this from the library, and I checked earlier and it's in transit, so I'll have to get an email soon to let me know that that is in for me to collect it. So this is the 4th book in the Seven Realms series, which is a really great YA fantasy that I've been raving about all year, and I read the first book, The Demon King, at the very start of the year, so I would really like to get this book finished by the end of the year, and that means I've read the entire series this year, and I'd be really happy about that, and I'm really hoping. I loved the last book, which was The Grey Wolf Throne. I think it was The Grey Wolf Throne, and I absolutely adored that one. I think I gave that one 5 out of 5 stars, so I'm really hoping I will really love this book, which is the conclusion to the story. So yeah. So those are 5 books I want to get read by the end of this year. Please let me know if you've read any of these books, if any of these are also on your TBR, what books you want to get read by the end of the year. I would love to know. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I'll see you guys again next time.